when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand now by me? Oh, won't you stand by me, stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, won't you stand now by me? Oh, won't you stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, you just stand by me. Oh, stand now by me. Oh, won't you stand by me, stand by me. Thank you. Welcome to Miz Stefani's house, everybody. It is May 3rd. We're here. We just wanted to open up with Stand By Me as a lovely tribute to Benny King. So sad that we lost him this past week. So there's a lot of things going on. We have, today is May 3rd. We had May Day on the 1st. We have Cinco de Mayo in a couple days. May the 4th be with you tomorrow. The Cannabis Parade was yesterday. Who went to that? You don't remember? Yeah. American Pharoah won the Kentucky Derby yesterday. Mayweather won the fight last night. Let's see what. Oh, and the 5-borough bike tour. Micah just rode right here. She left the tour and came right on. We have a very wonderful show for you all today. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our first guest. They are a hip-hop and pop duo from right here in Brooklyn. The SOHO Kings are rapper and DJ Celsius 911 and Redskin and Oriole fan, producer-singer Bryce Albert. They have a fresh and unique sound and have just released their second full-length album as an album and a mixtape hosted by Hot 97's DJ Absolute. They have performed at colleges across the nation, as well as extensively all over New York City, and currently they have a residency at Pianos, and you can check them out every Thursday night. So, without further ado, please welcome the SOHO Kings.
Hold back, toe tag this faux cab, copy that. Body bags, Cadillacs, no ambulance, no comebacks, I murder that. Thanks to my habitat, work ethic to the max. Kept my foot on gas, kept my foot on gas. I just flew right past, tuned in, no broadcast. My future forecast, all cash. Now my stock up, NASDAQ, that's that. Out comes these birds, Aflax, cat stacks. Maybe I trashed that, something to laugh at. High demand, not a reason to look back. Girl, if you with that, we could roll up, we could drink that and enjoy the ride. Out of this world, Star Trek, movie shit. IMAX, you climax, I climax. No nightcap, we right back, girl.
Cause you just a sweet thing. Girl, you don't know what I know, what I know. No one to tell you which way you should go. You just out looking for someone to love. Just a young sweet thing. Woo! Could never do what I do like I do it. Stuck in your ways, yeah, well I just keep moving. You just don't know, you just don't know. Yeah, I am out here, I do this. Get drunk, act stupid. Hey. After these shows, find bad chicks to soup with. That means I stick 'em, but I don't stick with 'em. My last girl set me free. Since then I've been winning. I just signed this deal to get me out on the road. Could give you good love, girl, but don't get too close. Shout out these hoes and shout out good women. My face make 'em all wet, my dick just goes swimming. I can't help how I look. Make these hoes weak in the knees and my flow's still sicker. Every last one of these struggle ass Twitter rappers. I hate you all. Can't afford $100 beef me while you living with your mom. Now that deal's off the table. I'm such a boss. I'm able to pay whoever I want to get whatever the fuck I want. It's such a good feeling. I'm loving. I took a selfie with your girl after I hit it. She just a sweet thing. Woo! Girl, you don't know what I know, what I know. No one will tell you which way you should go. You just out looking for someone to love. Just a young sweet thing. Woo! Could never do what I do like I do it. Stuck in your ways, yeah, well I just keep moving. You just don't know, you just don't know, you just don't know.
This hip-hop and this pop shit, no stopping it. Dominant conglomerate, killing shit. Architect, take y'all my all. When I kick down these doors, when I kick down these doors. When I light them up with a flow that kick back like C4. See the writings on the wall, hieroglyphs, obvious. Bet my life on this, no shuffling. Straight flush, loving it, witness it, hustling. No time for relationships, baby girl. It's all about business. Business with this music, monogamous. But I can make an exception like a polygamist. Ponder it, no strings attached, no ventriloquist. Simple and plain, keep it 100, no lie. Realize, if not, stand by. Bye-bye, got a ton of girls that's online. They just want to get plugged in. Download my hard drive. It's always go time. It's my grind. I do me, now do you.
You just a sweet thing. Woo! Girl, you don't know what I know, what I know. No one to tell you which way you should go. You just out looking for someone to love. Just a young sweet thing. Could never do what I do like I do it. Stuck in your ways, yeah, well I just keep moving. You just don't know, 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 you just don't know. What up, everyone? We're SOHO Kings from right here in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that record was called Sweet Thing. This right here is Kiss the Sky.
One drink down, a few more to go. I'ma get back to you right after the show. You hanging with me? Cause we're ready to blow. Let me take a quick sec just to let you know. Tell me what you like, girl. I'll do it all night, girl. How we living? Hot till the sunrise. Excuse me as I kiss the sky.
Fresh off tour, 1,000,000 more to go. Just rolled up, got 1,000,000 more to smoke. T-shirt ties, yeah, I got a thing for those. Now my freestyles ain't free no more. I was born to flow, too hot to hold. No handouts, my hands don't touch the code. Late night we go, till the club is closed. Now shots on me, no Plaxico. Oh, girl, now back to the way you move. It's your B-day, show me that B-day suit. Got a crush on me, I wanna crush you too. If your best friend mad, tell her come too. Let's skip out this bar, let me take you beyond. Parties and clubs up in SOHO at bars. Total recall like we woke up on Mars. And do it again like there is no tomorrow.
Oh, tell me, oh, don't say don't. Brahma Sojeto Brahma.
Bryce, talk to him.
I'll go get it, talented, gifted, SOHO swag, all my clothes form fitted. Haven't even made it yet, but still it seems everybody and their mom wants something from me. They want hooks and beats, they want to all for free. They want to feel involved and be part of the team. Suppose that all happens naturally, cause unlike them I'm living out my dreams. Sometimes I can't deal, get so stressed and so fried. Put all that aside and wrap your legs around mine. Till that at night, need steak and drink wine. Hit the bed sheets and then play the rewind. Close your eyes while I kiss your thighs. When I rise up you feel a big surprise. How we living, hot till the sunrise. Excuse me as I kiss the sky. Show me what you like, girl. I'll do it all night, girl. Come into my life, girl, and everything alright, girl. Yeah. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, how we living, hot till the sunrise. Excuse me as I kiss the sky.
Excuse me as I testify. Excuse me as I justify. After one look in your eyes, I just might be hypnotized. Now tell me what you like, girl. Now let's do it all night, girl. Close your eyes. Excuse me as I kiss the sky.
Oh, tell me, oh, don't say don't. Brahma Sojeto Brahma. Shout out to Miz Stefani. Building.
Yeah. Big shout out to Miz Stefani.
Check out the video for this one online on YouTube.
SOHOKings.com. On delay, party hard, crazy, late nights, break day, back to back like replays, back to back like relays, wigging out like a toupee, my new bae, no foreplay, she throw it back, bouquet is going down, woo! Mayday, all around my joystick like an arcade, no game, insane, I'm psychotic, screws loose, got no pliers, I'm out of space on autopilot, cowbunga inspired, flow harder than rocket science, iconic, this here's that bubonic, futuristic, supersonic, headbanger, no sequel, no cliffhanger, get it started, real music, we back to it, to the point like Tony Parker, woo! Shout out to sisters in Brooklyn, woo! Rap addict, back at it, too sick, biohazard, no tricks, no magic when I kick shit like Ken Masters, celebrating my bad habits, work hard to live life lavish, sky high when I fly by with no luggage, that's just baggage, thought about it and made it happen, my future came together like two magnets, line for line, closed caption, woo, that's real passion, little something that the game missing, cool goo when I go stupid, Homer Simpson, these rappers ain't real rappers, they role play like actors, bunch of amateurs in and out of more characters than Sam Jackson, one time for the real fans that saw it all like cat skins. We rock with you night after night.
Night after night. Night after night. Night after night. Night after night. Oh yeah, oh back every single night and day. We just gon' keep killing this. You're gonna have to deal with it. Something fall up in the game and putting some real in it. I'ma steal your girl night. She won't even put up a fight. She gon' do to me a bit, wanna take you in. Single low, every single bit. I'm just saying nowadays, I tell you what it's like, man. It's a selling price. Woo! Try to stop us if you can, but you can't. It's too many wins, over and over again. So okay, yeah, night after night. Thank you.
Thank you.
SOHO King, Hottie, hottie. Woo! Hottie, hottie, accent free.
Free. Yeah, Ali accent, go hard, run's your only option. I be on that SOHO King's doctrine. Bullseye, aiming at you targets. Eggheads, I just eat y'all for breakfast. Proceed to exit, Crosby, SOHO House, late night, checklist. Now let me see your hands up. Live show, mosh pit, hazmat, gas mask, self-flow, toxic. Time to get back at it. One take, one classic, make hits, make addicts. SOHO Kings, hashtag it. Paint a picture, Instagram it, frame of mind, outstanding. Psycho, straight jacket, off the wall, M. Jackson. My destination was manifested, I'm on the road. The road to riches, no definition for driving slow. Started at bottom, so there was only one way to go. I'll take you there, from pen and pad to a million souls.
Hottie, accent free. Yachty, accent free. Yeah. Everybody, now give up about nothing. I'ma say and do whatever I want. Don't need a record deal, got my own business right here. We taking off and the limits the sky, man. We gon' stay fly, man.
Yeah.
You talk about it, we about it. Whatever the fuck I feel, I'ma shout it around the world. Around the world. Around the world.
Bryce.
Adi got us poppin', opportunities start knocking. One look at me when I'm on TV, your ladies' panties dropping. Every tick one up on this, I ain't even rich yet. They try to catch me sliding, but too pro to make 'em miss that. Rockstar persona with the movie star looks. When I wake up every day, I'm on $1 million looks. I ain't sold drugs since college, but I know a couple crooks. Now I'm hot. Stand up, it's so old now, just catching looks in every eye on me now. Got the most unique style. Got Sally 911 and Troy Ave up on the beat there. Made the beat, I wrote the song, I bring the heat, my team is strong. 6'2", got praise abroad. Fuck with me, bro.
I ride along.
I live my life free and I do just what I want to. Nothing comes easy on this windy road. We chose starting SOHO alias.
Yes.
We ride it home with the Brooklyn Nets. Round the world we coming next. South to Cali,
but we the best.
Set free, yeah. Everybody out in front now, give up about nothing. I'ma say and do whatever I want. Don't need a record deal, got my own business right here. We taking off and the limits the sky, man. We gon' stay fly, man.
Yeah.
You talk about it, we about it. Whatever the fuck I feel, I'ma shout it around the world.
Around the world.
Around the world. Around the world. Yeah, accent free. Around the world. Around the world. Yeah, accent free. Around the world. Around the world. Yeah, accent free. Around the world. Around the world. Yeah, accent free. Around the world. Around the world.
Yeah. Once again, big shout out to Miz Stefani. Shout out to sisters in Brooklyn. And we are SOHO Kings. This right here is Ass So Good.
Here we go. Oh yeah, yeah. Woo. Oh baby, come on, come on.
Come on. Yeah.
Da 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 da. She got that ass so good, makes me fall in love. Makes me wanna check what's under that hood. I'm about to bounce checks after taking to the club. Spend it all up, can't see my covers. Now baby, come on, you're turning me out. And I'm open tonight, I'ma get you alone. Girl, that ass so good, ass so good. Girl, I swear to God, that ass so good.
Clap for me, panoramic focus. Bring it up, drop it down, gravity in motion. Look at how you own it, girl, you got the dopest. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Hocus pocus, I just wanna poke it, open, close it, deeper than the ocean. Gluteus maximus, shake it like a trampoline. In VIP, bounce it like it's a trampoline. Put that on the magazine, sketch it like Da Vinci. Got a couple bills if you be my new Lewinsky. Better yet, just be my Kate Upton,
or
Kerry Washington,
or
Kardashian. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Rear end Twitter trend. Haven't set no regrets. Single with a couple tens, and it feels so good. I just can't complain. Hate to see you leave. Let us see you walk away.
Got that good, makes me fall in love. Makes me wanna check what's under that hood. I'm about to bounce checks after take it to the club. Spend it all up. Can't see my covers now, baby. Come on, you're turning me out, and I'm open tonight. I'ma get you alone. Girl, that ass so good, ass so good. Girl, I swear to God, that ass so good.
Yeah, shake it, shake it.
Let's take that ass so good.
Yeah.
With that ass so good.
Shake it, shake it.
Shake that ass so good.
Yeah.
With that ass so good.
Shake it, shake it.
So good.
Yeah.
With that ass so good.
Good.
Ass so good.
Good.
Girl, I swear to God, that ass so good.
Yeah.
Taking a break now, y'all. Be back.
We'll be back.
All right, you guys give it up to them again. Hello, that's awesome. Solo Kings. Hell yes. Stay tuned because they're going to do another set in the second half. So right now, we have Nat Towsen here. He is a writer for many of fine humor publications, including College Humor and Vice. He hosts Downtown Variety at UCB East, and you can find him tweeting the funny on the regular on Twitter at Nat Towsen. Please give him a very warm welcome.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing?
Right.
All right. Is this on in any capacity? Or are we, all right, cool. Can you guys all hear me? Is that fine? All right, it doesn't matter. I'll talk loud. Yeah, my name's Nat Towsen. I'm a comedian. I think the reason that I became a comedian is because I'm a nitpicker in everyday life. And I'm not, like, if you have, like, a favorite movie, I'll be like, oh, yeah? You know why that movie doesn't make sense? And I'll point out that one thing that will ruin that movie for you forever. Or I'll be like, hey, you know what? You didn't remember what was racist about that movie? It's in there. Because most of your childhood favorites are outdated by now. But I've always been this kind of person. And I can remember the first time this happened, well before I became a comedian. When I was a little kid, I was really into this series of books called the Berenstain Bears. Oh, all right. All right, well, if any of the audience at home doesn't know, I'll explain. The Berenstain Bears is a series of books that was created so that liberal parents wouldn't have to talk to their children about issues without, like, the smokescreen of bears in the way. And there's 4 bears, Mama, Papa, brother, and sister, and a typical Berenstain Bear book goes like this. Brother and sister get into some basic suburban trouble, like they get bullied, or they watch too much TV, or they cook meth, and then...
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, the meth one? Yeah, it's like a very special Berenstain Bears. And then Papa tries to solve the problem. He makes it worse. You know, dads. And then Mama, in all of her unemployed wisdom, solves the problem for them. It's like 70s liberal. It's like women are doing things. They're solving problems. She doesn't have a job, but it's like, but she sure cleared up that TV watching problem. It's very empowering at the time. But I was obsessed with these books as a kid. I was so into them. And I can tell you as an adult, they are full of plot holes. Like, Papa is a carpenter, but they live in a tree. Yeah, you could just cut that tree down and build a home for your family. Like, other people in the book have houses, but as a kid, I was like, cool, a tree house? That's great. Like, never occurred to me that there are all these plot holes in it. And I remember the moment it all unraveled for me. There was this, there's this one book where sister breaks her arm, and it's to teach kids that going to the doctor's not so scary, because they're scared at first. The doctor's big and tall, and he has sharp teeth. And again, plot hole, you're all bears. Everyone you know has sharp teeth. But again, I didn't realize that as a kid. The moment I realized that the books made no sense was the upswing of this book is she gets a cast and all her friends sign it and it's kind of fun and you get all this attention. So it's not so bad to break your arm, right, kids? She's got her arm in a cast like this and brother is signing it. And he's writing B-R-O-T-H. And I remember that image specifically. I said, Mom, what is he writing? She's like, he's writing his name. And I was like, hold the fuck up, Mom. I was like 5. His name is brother? Like his legal name, his Christian name is brother? I thought people were just calling him that. They're like, hey, what's up, brother? Like, no, on his birth certificate, it says brother. My mom's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm like, I'll tell you what's wrong with that, Mom. And here's where it all went downhill. Because I was like, I'll tell you what's wrong with that. First things first, he's 2 years older than sister. What kind of sickos name their only child brother? Or was he the only one from the litter who survived? I know, bears eat their young. That's the thing. Well, let's assume these are like human-like bears and he was an only child. What did he even think the word brother meant for the first 2 years of his life? That's a sick thing to do to a little kid, right? And then, like, moving on, how lucky were they that their second child was a girl? Like, what would they have named that child if it was a boy? It's like, your name is, it's also brother. We don't care. We'd name one kid brother. Why wouldn't we name another one? Why would you think that? And, like, now that we all accept that these are their first names, what kind of person names a baby girl Mama, for that matter? It's arguably worse, right? And really, what are the odds that Mama fell in love with a guy whose first name is Papa? Doesn't that seem astronomically unlikely to you? Like she was dating a guy named Chris in college, but like he couldn't get over the first name thing, and like her friends were all like, you have to meet this guy. He has a terrible name like you. Like they have a cousin whose name is Freddie. Like real names exist in this universe. So anyway, that's why I'm an atheist. I don't like inconsistent storytelling. It does drive me nuts about the Bible, like the fact that there's contradictions in the Bible. It's like, if you're going to make shit up, like, you could make shit up that makes sense with the other shit that you made up, you know? Or a good dancer. And that was all he had. Like, any of us could have been Party Marty. But he just got there. Like, I think he showed up on the first day first. And so we went down there, and because there were no such thing as Brooklyn Cyclones fans at the time, we were sitting a couple rows behind the dugout. And it's a minor league game. The Brooklyn Cyclones, for those of you who don't know, are the New York Mets single-A minor league team. And minors, it's the highest is triple-A, then double-A, then single-A. And the New York Mets, they're doing great this season, but in 2003, they were basically a minor league team already. So a single-A minor league Mets team is like watching tall little leaguers play baseball. Like they all get in the same van with their dad after the game and go to Pizza Hut. Yeah, they have one dad. And like he's just like, bend your knees, you know, good eye, good contact, kids. All right, y'all gave it your best. But like, so we're in the 14th scoreless inning, because this is the thing about baseball. If no one scores runs, you're just not allowed to leave. That's how I mean, the fans are allowed to leave. The players have to stay there until someone falls asleep or society crumbles and baseball no longer exists, or you score a run. So it's like 14 scoreless innings, and we decide to get up and watch, like, you know, some of the other attractions around the field. And in minor league, they know it's bad, so they have all sorts of crazy stuff going. It's like, we're going to huck hot dogs at this guy, and he's got to catch the most in his mouth, and he gets a free ice cream cup and a jersey or something, you know. But back then, they didn't even have any of that set up yet. So we went to see like all the attractions, like the men's room, like the sauerkraut trough. And we went, and the best thing you could do in the stadium back then was sign up for Brooklyn Cyclones credit cards. That was like the peak excitement. Yeah, but you know what you got for signing up was Brooklyn Cyclones dry erase boards. That was the real prize. Yeah, and they weren't really dry erase. You needed some liquid. But anyway, we got these dry erase boards, and another 27 scoreless innings later, we're back in our seats and we're bored. And my friend writes on his dry erase board, Party Marty, get a real job. I know, it does sound sad, but I promise you it was the right thing to do. because he takes it and he flings it like a frisbee, and it goes like this, and it kind of goes back and forth and lands perfectly on top of the dugout. Now, Party Marty is partying elsewhere at the time. He's not on the dugout. But two, 10-year-old boys a couple rows in front of us see it. And they're there with their dad, who has been sitting like this. He's wearing a suit. He's been on a Bluetooth the whole time. Like, it is his weekend, and he is putting in FaceTime with his kids, technically. He is not engaged in them or the game this entire time. And we throw it there, and he doesn't notice, of course, because he's on at least 2 Bluetooths. And the kids notice, though. And one of the kids turns to his dad, and I promise, well,
I just died.
my house now. So, anyway, we'll fix it. But so the kid turns to his dad, and I promise if I'm exaggerating this voice, I am under-exaggerating how much this kid sounded like that. He turns to his dad, and he goes, "Hey, Dad!" It's like that kind of pre-puberty thing where your throat just closes up. And he's like, "They wrote something mean about Marty!" And he was right. We had written something mean about Marty. So the dad looks, and he looks at the dry erase board, and luckily my friend springs into action, and he goes, "Oh, no. We go way back with Marty. We've known him since college." We're like 16 at the time. "We've known him since college." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, we known him since he was playing old Martin Schlalsberg," which is not a last name I've later discovered. No one's named that. But the dad, you can see the decision in his face where he goes, "Do I argue with 2 stoned 16-year-olds? Or do I just pretend this is a thing that anyone could believe?" So he just says to his sons, "It's okay. They know him." And then 104 scoreless innings later, 4 people were walked, someone scored a run, and we all went home. Now, I went back with the same friend last year for his bachelor party to a Brooklyn Cyclones game. Party Marty is nowhere to be found. All right? The Brooklyn Cyclones mascot now is a guy named King Henry, who is distinguishable from Party Marty in the fact that he has a plastic crown. Like the 68 cents they've spent on their mascot budget since 2002. Burger King would be a cardboard crown, so this guy's like a step up, King Henry. And he wears what's probably a repurposed Santa jacket, but it kind of looks like a thing a king could wear. It's like a red crushed velvet kind of thing. It's made of plastic. Anyway, so he's the new mascot, King Henry, and we're looking for Marty. We want closure on this. And we walk up to him because there are no boundaries as to what you can do at a minor league stadium. And he's like, "Come on, fans." We're like, yeah, shut up. "Your Highness, where is Party Marty?" And he goes, "Marty? Oh, he retired back in 2004. He's a cop now." So in the end, Party Marty did get a real job. Just like we said on the dry erase board. And I like to think that we changed his life that night. I told you it was the right thing to do, right? I think he got up on the dugout and saw that and was like, "Come on, everyone, let's, Party Marty, get a..." What am I doing? I don't have a theme. I'm not even a good dancer. Anyone here could be Party Marty. And I wish that was where the story ended, this triumphant story of a man who, rose above to help his community. But I actually read in the New York Post earlier this year that Officer Martin Haber was suspended from the force for repeatedly showing other officers lewd photos on his cell phone and streaking naked on the 2nd floor of the 84th precinct. So I guess the actual moral of the story is you can take Marty out of the party, but you can't take the party out of Marty. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Nat Towsen. Should we move some chairs up here?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. I forgot what we're doing.
Yeah.
I totally was distracted by it.
You know what? I was actually thinking, though, that maybe the Berenstein Bears could name the new princess that was just born, right? Sister.
Yeah, child bear.
Child bear.
Princess.
Royal bear.
Princess.
Princess Royal Bear. I'm not a huge sports fan, but I have... Oh, we might want to move that mic up, though, so you guys will have to talk into the mic so everybody can hear us. Or you want to just take the microphone out of it, and then you guys can bring it up if you want. Don't worry, the beauty of editing. When we post it live. I know. So don't be nervous. This was nothing that you guys could study for, but I'm going to try and stump you with a bunch of really hard questions.
Okay, nice.
But first, I'm going to ask you some like personal questions that only you can answer. So when did you first start, like what inspired you to go into comedy? Like were you funny at school or funny, you know, at home? And people are like, you should totally do that. What inspires you to pursue that?
I think I figured out in high school that I didn't have the body thing going for me, so girls would talk to me if I was funny. Was where I figured that out. But I was always kind of like, I wasn't like class clown or anything, but my parents were literal clowns. So yeah, I grew up with like everyone I knew was a comedian or a performer or actor or something like that. I was in plays when I was like 4 or 5 years old. It's like they knew the kid or something like that. So I would like run and steal a piece of bread or something, and that was like my big scene. And then in high school, I did improv. I ran the school's humor magazine, and we had TVs in every classroom too. So I would do sketch videos that were supposed to be like news for the school, but we kind of hijacked that, and then we just started making sketch videos a couple times a week. That's totally
awesome.
Yeah. So then in freshman year of college, I started doing stand-up because there were actually like venues for someone who has autonomy to do comedy.
Nice.
And yeah, I've been doing it ever since.
Awesome. I'm really dating myself now. We used to get excited when they would wheel the TV into the classroom. He's like, we had a TV school show, and like I had a lunchtime DJ show, and that was about it.
That's pretty cool.
But now we did it on tape. All right, forget it. I don't want to talk about how old I am.
I mean, all my videos were on VHS tape, so this is
okay.
not like super.
Now I
if that
don't
makes
feel
you feel any
so
better,
bad
yeah.
now. They're like, we were watching it on an 8-track, but no, not 8-track video. Anyway.
Yeah, Betamax.
Yeah, exactly. They were like going like this. Celsius 911. What inspired you to get into music?
I just, I love it. I started in high school, just writing around like most people write and don't really speak it out and get it out or call it rap. But, I didn't want to do the football thing, and I didn't want to do the basketball thing, and I wanted to do something that felt important that would allow me to have a voice to speak to other people. And like,
absolutely.
It was just fun. My high school was battle rapping and doing the ciphers where everybody rap against each other. And then after high school, I just, started to like look more into songwriting and take it a little bit more seriously.
Sure. Who's do you have any artists that you're inspired by?
Currently, besides Bryce,
obviously.
Currently, we're just different. We do different music, and we're trying to create our own lane. So inspirations would come from like drastically different artists, like a Kanye or like a Sia or anybody that's just trying to be like creatively different and put themselves out there, as opposed to like the repetitiveness that's going on in hip hop and pop right now.
Absolutely. Bryce,
what up?
How old were you when you first was guitar your first instrument?
Yeah, guitar has always been my main instrument. I guess just like everyone, like in high school, I knew that I wanted to, like, about 13 years old, I knew I wanted to, like, be a musician.
Right.
But I remember being really young, like maybe 3rd grade or something like that, when I noticed that, like, music really, like, affected me, you know what I mean? I heard, like, some piece of classical music and, like, stopped me in my track, and I didn't want to, like, sit on the couch and listen to it and, like, maybe even cry or something. Like, but it felt good, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I remember that a few times happening to me, where it just really, like, just like an overwhelming emotional feeling that music gave you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I do want to just say 1 second that I do appreciate the kind of classical aspect that you guys insert into your music. I think it's amazing. As a class, I studied classical music like my whole life, even though my teachers would always say, but you really want to do the rock and roll. I'm like, hey, that's in my soul. Why can't we combine it all? But when you're studying classical, they're like, that's like saying that you want to worship the devil or something. You just can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been classically trained or taken any classes in music. I just don't really understand why you'd place any rules on yourself, or like,
there are
just
no
put it
rules.
all together and make it sound dope. That's it.
We have no rules.
No rules.
So I'm going to ask 3 questions. I'll let each of you pick a number, and you'll all answer the same question. So, Nat, would you like to start? We have questions. It is 1 through 18.
So I just pick a number.
You pick a number.
All right. I'm a big 12 fan, so let's go with 12.
All right. The sign of the cardinal. That I saw a bunch of those today. Name something you did that you considered a failure. What did you learn from it, and do you still consider it a failure? I can repeat any of those. It's a big 3-part question there.
Am I going first here?
Yes. You're 12.
Oh, I thought we all had to answer the same question.
You are, so they can think.
Oh yeah. So if you guys have any like great answers that like just jumped into your brain or whatever, like now would be a great time. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Stella and I actually met when we were on a label that's now defunct, and like 5 years ago, and it was such a good lesson in like how to not operate in the music industry, and everyone just kind of lost like money and time and just like did a bunch of dumb stuff, and we were all kids at the time, so that was like a failure. But on the other hand, it you learn so much, and then it's like so I guess it's not, it definitely helped
Sure.
to show you what not to do is what you need to do. So that's my answer. It has to do with
I
our
don't
music
think that's a
career.
failure at all. Nobody knows what's going on in the music industry at this
I know.
point.
But I know what not to do. I know like
Right, and that's just as
not hang out at
important.
strip clubs every night.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that?
Well, yeah, that is fun, but yeah, it's not very productive musically. But
All right.
I would love to
Say
take
so.
his answer, but I'd probably say like the first time I ever performed on stage, that was pretty much a failure. I would definitely say that, if I didn't know it, then the booze would let me know. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, that happened, and then rehearsal became important. So,
I'm a big supporter of rehearsal.
Yeah, I mean, I this isn't a great answer, and I'm not trying to be like I never failed at anything, but like I try to stand-up comedy is like a series of minor failures that like
I would imagine.
I mean, it's just kind of a thing where you have to level out your ego. Like I've like let's say I'm doing an open mic or something like that, and I bomb for 5 minutes. That's as valuable as killing for 5 minutes because I know what doesn't work as well as what does
Absolutely.
work. So you just have to kind of have the ego to trudge through and like again, like I don't want to say like I've never failed, but like every failure is something. I think I used to kind of like run and hide, or like I'd have a bad set and then I didn't want to perform again for a month or something, and I've kind of got the thing where like if I go out and my whole night is doing 3 minutes and they go poorly, I have to have a way that was a night that wasn't wasted, and then I sit and I go, why didn't that work? And I like to think that I'm good enough now that I get like one laugh, and that sometimes like I'm not bombing like consistently that hard, but like when something doesn't work, you kind of just have to have this like rise above mentality where you don't go like, you don't let it get to you, and you don't get defensive, and you don't go, the audience was terrible, or like
Right.
those hosts should have set me up better. You just go, well, how do I make it so it never fails? Like, how do I make it so even in the worst circumstance with the worst host, with like the audience, everyone's on their phones and it's small and they're spread out and they're not paying attention. How do I still make that joke kill? And it's just you fail until you find something that's fail safe, I think.
Sure. Got to get right back up again.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. Awesome. Celsius, would you like to pick the next number, 1 through 18?
7.
7. Lucky number 7. Did help ever come to you in surprising ways?
I don't necessarily think there's like one like major instance I could think of it like that, but I think I put forth positive energy and get back positive energy sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get back negative energy too, but most of the time I get back positive energy, and I consider that all help. It's all
Sure.
part of help. Like if we're doing a show here and people clap, to me that's help, because that helps me know that what we're doing is worthwhile and people appreciate it. So
Absolutely.
I think all that is part of the process, so every time somebody smiles or likes what we do, that's help. This being
Sure.
here is help. So
We're
we
happy to help
appreciate it. Yes, I'm happy to be helped.
All right.
Yeah, like in an abstract way, it's sometimes I think of like when you have someone kind of like gnawing at you and you have like a problem that you can't just figure out right away. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna like take that little piece of my mind and like put it on.
Farther back and the stranger connections of people who will just show back up in my life. I haven't seen people, used to be, I didn't see this guy in a year, and now it's
Right.
like, I have people who I haven't seen since elementary school, and all of
Wow.
a sudden it's like, oh, like you're running a clothing label, you're doing an event, like maybe I can help you with that, or like someone will show up out of nowhere, like in the last second, and like, just all of a sudden two things we're doing fit together really perfectly, and I think the longer, that I'm alive, the wider that network gets, and like I get more and more surprised by like how far away from people I can get, and then all of a sudden they'll just show back up again, and sometimes it's just like help in terms of having like that sort of long-term linear connection with someone,
Sure.
like where if someone from your past shows up and they just remind you about something. They were like, oh, you were exactly like this when you were, 10 or something like that. And you're like, what do you mean? They tell you some anecdote that you would never have remembered or something.
Right,
There's that
exactly.
kind of thing where it's like, it helps you put yourself in like this timeline. And then other times it'll be people, I think you think of yourself as like a person, I'm saying the general
Right,
you
of
or
course.
me, but like as like, we think of ourselves as so deeply changed from the people we were before. And I think that we accumulate a lot of personality. We accumulate a lot of traits that make us who we are. And I think that there is a certain element of core operation and the kind of person you are. There are elements also that don't shift. And so, I think of myself as this totally developed person because I've made a lot of work to not, divest myself of the cathexes that made me miserable when I was younger, and to be like a more patient and intelligent person as I grow older. So I don't want to think of myself as the same person I was when I was younger, but it's interesting when people come back from your past and they can remind you of like, this core mode of operation, like the thing that you might have been doing poorly in the past and trying to get away from, like your motivations have always been somewhat similar, and it's good to be reminded of the fact that
How far you've come.
yeah, but there is something that is essentially yourself that's recognizable to people who haven't seen you in 20 years also.
Absolutely.
So you get that, it's like simultaneous, like you've changed so much, but also in the good ways you're still the same person.
Right.
You've shed all the stuff that made you defensive or impatient or jealous or any of those negative traits that limit you as a person. But I'm not saying I've shed all those things, but like you work to shed those things. As people, we work towards self-improvement, and it is good. It's very easy to fall into this trap of like I've gotten rid of everything that made me who I was 10 years ago, because the fact of the matter is you still retain certain elements of it, and hopefully those are the good
They
elements.
always have, for sure. Bryce, are you next? Pick a number. Okay, well this is different because now these are the very, very super hard questions. These are the ones that I wrote myself. And 1 through 13.
Number one.
All right, number 1. If you could build your dream sandwich, I'm talking like the ultimate sandwich, what would be on it? I told you it was hard.
Well, the only thing that's tough is to do something that hasn't been creative. All right, pumpernickel bread.
Yes. Down
Go,
with the brown bread.
like Grey Poupon mustard,
Oh yeah.
and then salt and pepper. Let's do bacon.
Oh, you lost me on that. It's not kosher.
Like a really nice Swiss cheese. Turkey. It's kind of like a turkey BLT. I don't know. Yeah, I like turkey BLTs. I don't know.
Nice.
Get some,
Is it
some
a
peppers
melt?
on there,
Yeah.
No melt. Olives.
Ooh.
Like black olives. That sounds pretty good.
That sounds
I'll have one right
pretty
now.
good. I know. We'll take one of those, please.
The perfect sandwich. I really don't know. I'll just go with the sandwich that I like all the time. So that would be my perfect sandwich.
Your go-to.
Would be turkey, 100% whole wheat, provolone cheese,
Right, let's hear
mustard.
it for the provolone.
Mustard and mayonnaise actually,
Living wild over
lettuce, tomatoes, and sometimes bacon.
there. All right. I like it.
I would go By the way, I like that these are the harder questions. This is the easiest question you've asked so far. Like by a long shot. Like, what food do you like to
It's really
eat?
hard to come up with these. I took a
No,
long
I'm
time.
didn't say it wasn't hard to write the questions. I'm saying it's not hard to answer what food do you like compared to like this vague, like, has help ever descended upon you from above? No.
Did God come down?
The answer is a braided Italian bread with sesame seeds. On the bottom, you go a garlic pesto, and then a layer of prosciutto, and then arugula, and then a layer of soppressata, and then a layer of fresh mozzarella, and then balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper, maybe some like fresh tomatoes, and that would be my top sandwich.
That sounds good. All right, now I'm gonna pick one for you guys. If
A
you
sandwich?
Could, a sandwich. I'm gonna pick a sandwich. Everybody eat this. If you could be a sound, what would it be?
Musicians? Got anything brilliant for this?
I told you these were hard. You see?
Okay.
Y'all make
You know
fun of
what?
me at first.
I was like a little brash just now. I admit that.
That's why I
like,
had to come back with a really.
I was
stump
I
you
was a
guys.
little rude about how hard these questions were, and I came on. I made that opinion a little too early. I admit it now.
Sound.
Yeah.
Well, I know that if I could be a sound, I would be a sound of a wave crashing.
Why?
I love it. It's a really tranquil sound to me. The repetition of it just puts me in a place that makes me feel really safe, and it makes me feel really calm.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that sound. And if I could be, and I'm a water sign, so I would rather be that instead of like hearing my house flooding. Oh, she left, so I can say that. My neighbor, when I hear the water coming down in my house, as opposed to that, I'd rather be a nice steady wave.
I think I'd be like a child screaming,
Close the window.
but just of pure exuberance, not necessarily
Okay.
anger or anything
Okay.
like that. Like I think that's the thing that I hope the most to tap into is that unself-conscious just mania, and less like when a kid is completely lost in something. I think or also desperate for attention, just just like a kid screaming at the top of his lungs.
There's some parks over here. You can get some really good recordings of that.
Oh no, I've heard it. But I'm not talking like a bratty kid like throwing a tantrum.
Right.
I'm talking a kid like a friend of mine had a great example of this. He was trying to talk about this sort of unself-conscious childlike exuberance thing that you can have, and it's like his friend's kid. This is, unfortunate because it was a kid, but this 6-year-old was standing just next to the ocean. I think it was like the first time he'd seen the ocean, and he was just screaming, "Fuck! Fuck!" And it was just like, I don't know where he learned the
I
word,
love it.
but it was just like that feeling of he was confronted with this thing so much greater than himself, and that's the scream.
The exuberance.
Yeah. So I'm screaming at your wave crashing.
Right on. Explicitives at that. That's my favorite word, though.
This
so
was
it's
a hard
okay.
question.
See, I told you.
I was thinking while you were
All
talking.
right. Prove your point.
Yeah,
Don't try to stop me.
I would say thunder.
All right.
It's something that is not easily ignored. When it's there, you have to acknowledge
True.
it.
Yes.
It wakes people up. It gets its point across.
Attention
I like to
grabbing.
get my point across.
That's
so
right.
I'm thunder.
Thunder.
And,
Thunder 911.
we could be thunder against the kids screaming, against the waves crashing, and create one big happy family of weird noises.
Right on.
If for me, it would sound be like a lion's purr. You know what I mean? That deep, rumbly, comfortable but powerful, but everything is good and
Like they're not going to
Which
jump
song?
up and attack you like the calm
well, you
for
cool.
the storm?
No,
or-
I mean that's from yeah, nice, comfortable, powerful rumble.
You're a Leo, aren't you?
Basic. I am. Yeah. I didn't really. Yeah.
I like it, though. That would go good. I don't know if they could put a lion on the beach. Can a lion be on the beach?
In our story, yeah.
In ours, it is. Catch a lion on the beach.
He just
Purring.
ate my kid, but yeah.
He ate the kid who was screaming exuberantly at the waves crashing.
I'm just.
That could happen. I love it. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. We're going to take these chairs down. Nat, do you have another set? Yeah. All right, cool. So don't go too far. Just real quickly, I want to say that I usually bake for every episode. And so this week I was deciding what to make. And I decided in honor of the Derby, we have made some American Pharaoh horse cookies that I will pass out after the show. They're sugar cookies. I wanted to do in honor of the cannabis parade, weed-shaped cookies, but it was a little awkward when I walked into the cake shop and I was like, do you have, leaf cookie cutters? And they were like, what kind of, a leaf? I'm like, well, it would have 5, maybe a marijuana leaf? And he was like, oh! He was acting like it was totally normal, but they didn't have it, so I had to default to the horse. So, American Pharaoh is the winner. So, without further ado, please welcome Nat Towsen back to the stage.
All right, thank you. Please, one more time for Miz Stefani. These cookies look good. Like I mentioned, I'm from New York City. I grew up here, and it's weird. It's weird growing up in New York because you could ride the D train and see every kind of person who exists in the world, like a tiny 80-year-old Chinese women the size of Cabbage Patch Dolls, or like 7-foot-tall black women who dress like they're from the future, or like 500-pound Samoan guys, blind, inexplicably pushing a bicycle, like any kind of person that could exist. You could see on like one ride over the Manhattan Bridge on the D train, and then you turn on TV or you watch a movie and it's just hot skinny white people, hot skinny white people, hot skinny white people, some hot skinny black people, wisecracking Latinos, and Asian scientists. Like that's it. Like sometimes. And when I say Asian scientists, I mean like B.D. Wong. It's just one guy is every science. Like that guy sleeps in a lab coat. He's every scientist on TV from like 1995 to 2010. And then the guy from Harold and Kumar started getting some of those roles. But like, so it's weird. You're like, what? Why does TV not look like the reality that I grew up in? And I realized is like, there's only a few demographics that are mainstream in America, and the culture has not allowed other demographics to go mainstream. And I figured out how it works. And I'll remind you for a second that I didn't make this system up. I'm just observing it. But it works. You start out invisible. And then you get stereotyped like really hard for like 40 years or so. And then if you survive that, you get to be mainstream in America. And I'll give you examples like gay people used to be illegal to be gay, at least on television, right? There's no gay people on television originally. Why is Felix Unger from The Odd Couple so neat? I don't know. Don't think about it too much. Move on. Then you get to like the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. You get like Queer Eye for the Straight Guys. Like gay people are on TV and they are in your homes insulting your furniture. It's like, is that a gay thing? I don't know. They don't like my bookshelves, I guess. Now I know. And like that was it. Like, you know, like gay people are fastidious. That's like, 30 years of them being on TV. And then like now there are gay people on TV who don't call anybody sister. It's just like a guy named Chad. It's like a guy who happens to be gay occasionally, right? So like that's it. Gay people, occasionally, exactly. Well, over the course of several decades, gay people went mainstream. And like the problem, that's always how it works. Phase 1 is invisible, phase 2 is stereotype, phase 3 is mainstream. The problem is there are all these demographics, all these disenfranchised, underrepresented demographics in America that don't have any stereotypes about them. So they can't go mainstream. And so if we want to help these people go mainstream, we got to start making some stereotypes about them. Look, it's not my system. I didn't make it up. I'm just saying that's how it. And like, but like seriously, like, don't you hate it when you're online at the deli in the morning trying to get a coffee and some transgender person is taking forever with their order? Like, you know how transgender people always take too long to order coffee? You know, it's like cream, heavy cream and half are basically the same thing. I got to get to work. Don't you guys hate how transgender people are always... Don't you love telling your friends about how transgender people always take too long to order coffee? You ever text a furry and he calls you back? It's like, man, I'm in a meeting. Like, that's why I texted you in the first place. I know it's probably hard to text with those big fuzzy animal costume hands, but like, stick your arm out through the neck hole and text me back, asshole. Don't you guys hate that? Happens all the time. You guys ever notice how gay Christians always use straight razors? It's like this. We invented the safety razor 80 years ago. You're shaving with a knife. It takes forever. There's only one sink at this gay bathhouse, and we all have to use it, man. Like, hurry it up. I got dicks to suck. Don't you guys hate that?
Yes.
God. The problem is, like, that theoretically works, but once you get to phase 2, once you're stereotyped, it's really hard to get out and go into phase 3 and go mainstream because people are assholes. People want you to live up to the stereotypes that they know. And again, this sucks, and I didn't make up the system, but if you're in phase 2, if you're in a demographic that has emerged and they are stereotyped, you have to be really careful not to confirm that stereotype in public. And again, that's totally not fair, but it's totally true. I'll give you an example. I was walking down 4th Avenue in Brooklyn the other day, 6 lanes, right? I'm on the sidewalk one side. There's a guy in a white van. American, definitely don't get in front of a big group of people and tell them you think you know what's best for a bunch of other races. Not a good look. I understand. Understandably, some of you are not on my side anymore. And you're right. But like, look at me for a second. Look at this man, live stream. Take me in for just a moment. Just imagine the world that I was raised in and what I look like. I am a Caucasian, green-eyed, brown-haired, heterosexual American male in my late 20s living in a major urban area.
there's a very real chance that I'm the main character. Like, you've seen any movie, right? Like, we know what a main character looks like. I was raised on movies like that. Like, when your parents are like, it's not all about you. Jury's still out. It could all be about me. All right, thanks a lot, you guys. And that's all.
I love it. I just want to take a couple minutes. We have a tip bucket up here, so go ahead, tip your performers. It kind of reminded me of a funny story. I totally meant to tell this last time. You guys ever sent like a mass text out by accident? No. You never have? Do you realize, so I was out a couple weeks ago. I was out with Micah a couple weeks ago, and we were meeting someone, and I texted, the people that we were meeting, and I was like, here! That's all I sent. But at the same time that I meant to text, just one word, here. That was it. And I sent that out. And a few minutes, as soon as I sent it, of course, I realized I sent it to like 20 people by accident. But I've never gotten a response back as fast as I did when I sent that mistake text out. Everybody was like, what? Where are you? I'm calling the police. Because it was very elusive just to say, here. It's kind of freaky, right? And speaking of wrong numbers, I don't get dick pics, but I've been getting dick pics now from a number that's not in my phone. What is up with that? Like, I'm getting, like, the wrong number dick pics. Right. I didn't respond to that. I figured it was a mass text sent to the wrong person, right? Of course it must have been. Anyway, check your phones. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have some of your numbers, and you're very happy about that. I just also want to say, if anybody has any questions for any of the artists, you can send them to us on our live feed, even though I should have said that before we started asking, but we can always forward them and they can answer your questions. You can always find us at www.MizStephanie'shouse.com and at Miz Stefani Rocks, R-O-X, on Twitter. So thank you all for coming out. Have some of your American Pharaoh cookies. We're going to bring the Soho Kings back up to the stage. Oh, we also have a mailing list, so make sure you sign up on there. All right, so it might take a minute because we have to move your stuff back out, right? Yeah. What can I do? Get off the stage.
You know that you could trust me, but that's just for now. So watch yourself, really girl, lose it all. Cause you don't know better, let my guard down. Gave you my world's not good enough. So now I'm out with two young girls, we take a shot snake hotel, and every little thing I do turns them on. About to get it on all night, you wanna pick fights with me, that's alright with me, I might just leave. Girl, you gonna miss me when I'm gone.
So long, no postcards in a hotel with two bad broads. Fast girls, NASCARs, my dream girls, my millions. Back forth, we transform, take shots like Megatron. Level I'm on, focused on these hit songs, fuck opinions, hustle. I be in my zone, through that matrix, no cheat codes. House of Cards, Game of Thrones, music business ain't episodes. Skull and bones, X and O's, relationships are like dice rolls. Check the proof, moonshine, axe Robin Dick, blurred lines. So now my heart's reserved for these bass, drums, snares, no fear. From the air, my lungs, speakers to ears, clear. Devil's a lie, I now to get you to prime. Soho Kings forever gifted, good with the bad, consequences.
Consequences, girl, right. Every action has a good or bad, big or small, nothing doesn't matter. Yeah, we good or to go on and take my love for granted. Go a rocket with me, you take no sign of fun.
I could
allow me to remind you that you're singing at me. You want friends who can trust me, but that's just for now.
Sisters, Brooklyn, what up? So long, Bonvoyage my wave, can't no Coast Guard, I'm gone. Need Noah's Ark, just to catch this flow I'm on. Lift off, no slowing down, consequences of a lifestyle. That life made me a night owl. Now I'm like, who, on top of my game, head on my lane, facts, show after show after show, pack, no opposition, composition, targets missing, go check ballistics. Came a long way, check the distance, been through it all, stay persistent. Y'all changed up, contradiction, cause effect, consequences.
Consequences, girl. Every action has a meaning, good or bad, big or small, nothing doesn't matter. Every day that you go on and take my life for granted, good or bad. Throw a rock out in the air, the tangle's trying to fuck me.
I could
allow me to remind you that your position is like me. Give you all I had, knowing you can trust me, but that's just for now. So what you say, pretty girl, get out. Pretty don't know better, let my guard down. Gave you my word, it's not good enough. We young girls who take the shots in Old Town. If you wanna pick a fight to me, it's alright with me. I might just leave. Girl, you gonna miss me when I'm gone. Girl, you gonna miss me when I'm gone. Girl, you gonna miss me when I'm gone. Girl, you gonna miss me when
Shout out to Miz Stefani.
I give you money all the time. Now you forget to say thank you. I buy you dinner every night. Are you forgetting what I do, girl? Are you forgetting the love I give you no more? When I kiss you, I go out, I grind, I miss you. I've been working day and night. Are you forgetting what I do, girl? Oh.
Yeah. Love for the grind, all time, 24/7, aim for the sky, sci-fi, way up high, eyes on the prize, young Einstein, maximize my potential, influential, they can't deny, realize, put it together, no Frankenstein, and I don't look back, simple as that, putting in work and I made it from scratch, cash that, thanks to rap, my pedal to the metal when I ride these tracks, all this dedication, all these moves that we be making, that's part of my occupation, and my statement, it ain't changing, make these pictures in love with the art, new sound like a hip-hop Mozart, blood, sweat, tears, putting in years, killed off theirs, straight from the start, straight from the heart, made my mark, girl I get you what you want, facts, straight from the heart, made my mark, girl I get you what you want,
money all the
facts.
time, you forget to say thank you. I buy you dinner every night. Are you forgetting what I do, girl? Are you forgetting the love I give no more? When I kiss you, I go out, I grind, I miss you. I be working day or night. Are you forgetting what I do, girl?
One for the money, two for the show, three for the time to make it back home. Zone out, tearing it down. SOHO kings, dopest around. All for the crown, sacrifices, right or wrong, pay the prices. Left or right, there's nothing like this, but that's what it took to write this. Going this hard every day, every night. Girl, if you with it, then you down for this life. Down to go get it, I go get it. No scrimmage, I finish. All this dedication, all these moves that we be making. That's part of my occupation, that's my statement, it ain't changing. Make these pictures in love with the art. New sound like a hip-hop Mozart. Blood, sweat, tears, putting in years, killed off theirs, straight from the start, straight from the heart, made my mark, girl I get you what you want, facts, straight from the heart, made my mark, girl I get you what
Give you
you want,
money
facts.
all the time, and you forget to say thank you. Buy you dinner every night. Are you forgetting what I do, girl? Are you forgetting the love I give you no more? When I kiss you, I go out, I cry when I miss you. I be working all night. Are you forgetting what I do, girl? I give you money all the time. Woo! I give you money all the time. Woo! I give you money Thank you.
Yeah.
This is the unreleased one we just got finished with.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Now you know, no, I'ma go get her, murder the flow, no, wait, hold up, sick, illa, she wanna roll with a winner. My first game, my sex game, it's on the same hard hitting. That's just how it goes. I'm in the zone, won't change for that pot to go. We hit the road, they lose control. Holy Ghost had to let these labels know. I wrote 16s when I was 16. Now I got more 16s than high school chair teams. Off the top, I guillotine. Opposition, competition, non-existent. This is what y'all all been missing. That real shit. That look in the mirror, new perception. That Oculus, new division. That calculus, perseverance, dedication. That catalyst. What I want, I just go and get. No delay, no time for that. He say, that she say, hearsay. I'm used to that. That's airplay. I saw it all. That's crystal clear. Now you know how I got here. All tortoise, there was no hair. Confident, I don't feel fear.
But nothing came easy for me. Who knows what the future could bring? As soon as the sun comes up tomorrow, I know I want her. I get her. If I want her, I get her. Yeah. Woo.
Now you know, I'ma go get her. Music, I love it. Same as women, but no handcuffing. I'm getting acquitted. Back on a mission. Word to these pronouns. I'm a pro now. Been rapping, DJ now. That's just how it goes. I'm sounding off. Soliloquies and monologues. I'm taking off. No applause. Get that green and go. It's going down. We turning up, drinking up, getting drunk, then lighting up, getting higher than the jet song. That's real talk. No magic tricking, superstition. That Renaissance. We made the moves, broke the rules. That ambiance. Magnificent, futuristic, state of art. Leap years, light years apart. I saw it all, that's crystal clear. Now you know how I got here. All tortoise, there was no hair. Confident, I don't do fear.
But nothing came easy for me. Who knows what the future gonna bring? As soon as the sun comes up tomorrow, I know if I want her, I get her. If I want her, I get her. So for our last song, we're going to have Miz Stefani join us. Give it up for your host. We're SOHO Kings. You can check us out, SOHOKings.com. It's our last John Quinn surfboard, featured by Miz Stefani. Yeah. All right. Riding on this surfboard. Woo!
Yeah. SK on that black fitted. Red cups, booze all in it. Shots with it. Nightlife, strobe lights, that goes with it. Territory, observatory. Mile high till all finished. Mary Jane, let's hit the trees like Tarzan till all finished. Authentic. President in my back pocket. Do it. Storm watching. Good girl. Pole drop it. Hella proper. Showstopper. White tie. Red bottom. She a go get it, so I'ma go get it. She helicopter that.
Cowabunga.
Spin it, flip it, twerk it, work it like it's all good. Call it what they wanna. I know you just wanna be understood. And I understand. Take my hand, step out that Prada. Hot like like a sauna, body like Sofia Vergara. First course, main course, she wanna ride that surfboard. Back forth, seesaw, gold medal in water sports. Of course, I pushed up like it's high tide. Caught that signal Wi-Fi. You rockin' with Celsius, now here, take a ride.
Riding on this surfboard, totally love you beach bars. SOHO cake, no turf wars. We city boys, we don't need cars. Feel like keep it moving now. You know why I do it. Your girls, I will you. Then see something with my crew, cause it's out every night, all the time. You get fuck with my grind. See the sound, I'm for the ride on this surfboard. Riding on this surfboard. Hey, you said we're riding it, so swerving it, we're riding it, we're loving it.
Summer's almost here and nothing to my favorite thing. Hanging ten with my boys down in Brooklyn. I bet you didn't know Miz Stefani rides a seat coming through the back door like a barrel on the breeze. Ain't got no time for snappers, don't bring no bodies to my beach. This curvy girl is going up with a high class MCs. I lick my lip right at the tip. This glass, you did the trick, the brand new thruster got me there. Watch my backside, I'll be catching air when the sun sets. I'll be sparking up my day. Drink in my hand after a long day. Blast off, this cast off, do the tilt caps off. Longboards, shortboards, I don't even care. SOHO Kings got this queen, I'll take you there. SOHO Kings, Miz Stefani, we be rockin' Brooklyn. So I'm gonna ride that surfboard.
Riding on this surfboard, turning love you beach bars. SOHO cake, no turf wars. We city boys, we don't need cars. Feel like keep it moving. Look at what I do it. You'll do it how are you. Then see jumping with my crew, cause it's on every night, all the time. Get up with my grind. See the sound, I'm for the ride on this surf.